I work incredibly hard to try to be your voice there. I want to hear those voices tonight. Let's talk about what you want to talk about. Yes, sir.
We hear about layoffs in the states, proposed budget cuts in Social Security and Medicaid, cutting cost of living increases, while we continue to hear about promises of money to countries that hate us. Why do we never hear of cuts to Congress's budget, to your retirement, or to your staff? I feel like if Congress had to be a part of Social Security and Medicare and live under the laws you pass, these issues would be fixed this term.
I love it. The reason I love this question is because I just won election in November 2010, and my mother sends me that email. She says, Rob, I heard that you're going to serve a week and you're going to get a pension for life. And I heard you get this special health care system the rest of us can't get. And I hear this. I raised you better than that, Rob. You better change those things. None of that is true. I do pay into Social Security, as does every Congressman, every week. Actually, we get paid once a month, but we pay it every month. And we have since 1983. That's always been true. I have the very same health care plan that the guy who mows the lawn at the U.S. Department of Agriculture out here has. There is no special congressional health care plan. And in fact, in 2014, the law we passed, and by we I mean they, because I wasn't there yet, puts us all in Obamacare. To say, for Pete's sake, if you guys think it was a Republican amendment, I don't know if they thought it was going to pass or not, but they said, if you guys think this plan is so good, we should put Congress in it. Well, it passed it, and now we are. Same thing with the retirement program. The young man who answers my telephone and I have exactly the same retirement plan. You serve a term in Congress and leave, you get nothing. You serve 2 terms in Congress and leave, you get nothing. You serve 3 terms in Congress and leave, you get exactly the same pension that the guy who mowed lawns for 6 years came to win. Now, let me just say, our health care plan as federal government employees is fabulous. And our pension plan as federal government employees is fabulous. And we, in our budget, change the contribution levels to both of those things. I think there are 3 Fortune 100 companies left that have defined benefit plans like the one the federal government has. That's got to go. And it's got to go sooner rather than later, because the more people you get grandfathered into it, the worse that problem gets. But if you can find a congressional perk out there, send an email, call me, we'll get rid of it. But at the Rotary today, a fellow said, Rob, you talked about building trust with the community. You should start by building that trust, by doing away with all these special perks you get, because that would really help us. I keep promising my staff that I'm going to open every meeting with a statement of all these emails that just aren't true. Snopes.com is a good place to look. You don't use Snopes. They have debunked those things as well.
And what interest rate does the government pay Social Security on all the money for the borrowing?
I think the average rate now is 5.8. It's on the Social Security web page, but it changes, of course, over time. But I believe it's 5.8 today.